So I want to do a quick run through a kind of a collaboration instead of posting all the individual videos that I did to TikTok. God, my allergies are killing me. Real quick, there were a bunch of executive orders that came out this week that didn't necessarily make it past all the tariff stuff. And there were a bunch of beautification and safety executive orders. A lot of them had to do with DC. A lot of those included having Homeland Security be in charge of the status of DC as a sanctuary city. Also, to speed up the process of concealed carry permit issuing in DC. The restoration of truth and sanity. So the executive now will be having control over any exhibitions at the National African American History Museum. And the purpose there, and I believe this is a direct quote, is to enforce race as a biological fact instead of a social construct. I might have that quote a little backwards, but that the biological fact was the point I was trying to make. Next, DOJ has been given authority to review and audit voter registrations. They have authority over an election integrity. Also, out of all the stocks that took a major dip this past week, guess which ones rose? That would be health insurance. Now, why did this happen? Well, I believe the Senate, it still has to pass the House, but the Senate and Dr. Oz got confirmed. It was determined that an increase of 2-point-something% was needed to combat inflation and all that. Well, instead, they increased this to 5.06 or 5.08% payout for Medicare and Medicaid. So, do we think that that's going to create improvements in care and plans that patients receive? Probably not. It'll probably resort in another CEO yacht or summer house. And last but certainly not least, I find this particularly despicable. The Secretary of Agriculture, Brooke Rollins, excuse me, my mouth doesn't always do what my brain tells it. The Secretary of Agriculture, Brooke Rollins, has rolled back protections for over 112 million acres of our national parks. This is about 60% of our national parks, our national forests, rather. And a lot of this is going to affect the west of the country. And this is because Canadian duties on lumber have jumped from 15% to 35%. So what does that mean? That means instead of costing $18,000 to build a new house, as far as the lumber is concerned, it is now going to cost $22,000 to build a house. And how do these two things, or how are they tied together? That's right. They are going to log our national forests. Never mind the creatures that live there. Never mind that they're supposed to be federally protected. Remember, there's nobody guarding them anymore. There's nobody tending them. All those people were fired. So now, because they aren't being tended to or guarded, they can justify pillaging them. And I find it absolutely fucking disgusting. And I'm over this goddamn administration. And I really wish the Simpsons predictions had been true. That is all.